You ready for the gear locker? You ready for spaghetti? All right. Somebody on the Q&A was asking about the 8 mag stacked rig. I guess I said it last night. The 22 mag rig Scully had. That is this rig here. I don't know how he was carrying 22 mags on this rig. It's 8 mag stacked. I think we've done a full video review even on Gear Locker for this rig. We just ran these in multicam. I think we had them in Woodland a couple weeks ago. And what this is this is 8 magazines here, stacked mags. So it's a single mag with another single mag on the face. And what that means is when you look at our patrol vests and our rallyman vests, you have 4 pockets. Each of the 4 pockets will carry 3 AR mags. Any place you can put 3 AR mags, you can put 2 308 mags. That is not what this is. This is 8 mags. It'll do AK or M4 mags, and it's 1 mag, 1 slot. Those magazine pouches where you have 3 mags, when you pull a mag out, you still have those 2 mags in there loose. So are we going to Velcro that closed? Are we going to fast text it? How are we going to secure that items once you're back in the fight if you're fighting for real? This, more gunfighter. Super fast, open top mags. You have bungee retention for each of the magazines. There is also both walls, front and back, in every mag slot. It has a loop Velcro lining. That's for Velcro dot retention. I love dudes that are like, man, Velcro get you killed. It's too loud. Yeah. What about that 28 rounds you just dumped? I didn't dump 28, I dumped 30. That's because you're not topping your mags off. Again, fucking lack of knowledge. Velcro dot retention is 1 Velcro adhesive dot. They come on a piece of paper and you pull them off. You can buy them in the craft section at Joann's. You can also buy them at Michael's and Lowe's and all these other places. Walmart is the least costly to buy these. You can also buy adhesive back Velcro and just cut a 1x1 square, slap that on your magazine. If you put it on both sides of the magazine, the retention is too great. You were literally fighting to get it out. Like, the Velcro works. It really does. We put the Velcro on the front and the back of the magazine pouch. So either way you put your magazine in there, left hand, right hand, whichever kind of shooter you are, however you're doing it, whatever you're used to doing, it indexes and works both directions. I don't like bungee. Okay, well, don't use the bungee, use the Velcro. I don't know what to tell you. If you're saying you don't like that, you're not going to buy this rig anyways. What this is 4 mags. We build all of our magazine pouches for the most part for AK mags. Because the AK mag has a curve, it won't fit in some AR mag pouches. So if we build them for AK, everything fits AR or AK. Now, what that means is, how do you know if yours, just because it fits an AK, should you put an AK mag in your pouch? There's no edge tape holding this together. An AK mag has that locking lug, that hook, that piece on the back, that tab. When you pull that up, it eats the shit out of anything that it stutters on. That's why there's no webbing inside this. That's why there's no edge tape. This is a clean seam at the top. The edge tape is at the bottom where that lug cannot physically touch. That's why it's made this way. So, AK M4 mags, 8 magazines. How do we make this hold more mags? You have 4 columns of pals on both sides. That is for medical kits, communication, sustainment pouches, whatever you want to put there. You can take our patrol mag or our rallyman magazine pouch will hold 3 mags for AR. So we can, in theory, you can fit 2 here. They are a little wide. They're going to kind of mush when they're flat. When this is on your body, it's not going to be flat. It'll work. You can put them on. So you can get 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 20 mags. That's how you do it. You don't have anything else on this rig other than bullets at that point. You want more magazines? You can put 4 singles and go up to 24 mags. I know somebody's typing like, oh my God, that's 3 mags deep. You can't go prone. Dude, all of those magazine pouches that the military had forever were 3 mags. It's the same thing. You're right. You're not going to go prone. You're going to be a lot bigger. If you need to get close to a wall to shoot over the top of a wall or something, it is fat. a dude carrying 22 magazines, he either doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, or he has already taken that into consideration and doesn't care. And I know there's, when they were doing 3 magazines per pocket with the grenades on the side, that wasn't meant to go up front. That was kind of on the side and to the back sides. Then you had your 2 quarts and stuff. I know. That is how you do that, though. If you want 22 mags, that's how you actually do that. It'll do 24. Most guys have this pals up here. You're going to put pistol mag pouches here, and the truth is most guys aren't even putting pistol mags in there. They're putting a flashlight and a multi-tool and maybe another pistol mag in there. You can do the NSW admin on the front here. These magazine pouches are open bottom, and they have webbing in here that limits the depth. So everything, all the debris, anything falls through there. And then you've got these elastic loops. These used to be for ALS pocket smokes. We see guys put tourniquets in here. We see guys put the fold up like slap bracelet antennas. Kits will go in there. Anything you want to put in there. I have played and toyed many times with, let's just move these to grommets so that you can run bungee cord to put whatever you want. And every time we've mentioned it, guys are like, no, we actually use the elastic. I don't ever see anybody use it, but every time we mention it, people are like, we want the elastic on there. And that's how you're going to do this. This whole rig here is a pocket itself, and this opens up like this here. The whole thing. And that's where your bungees are in here. And you're going to knot these to whatever depth you want this to, depending on the magazine. Our pull tabs are split pull tabs instead of a single piece. The reason they're split, because when they sit on an AR mag, they sit flat. When they sit on an AK mag, they cup the corner. And that's why we do all of our magazine pouches this way, that are set up so that if the magazine pouch has the possibility to put an AK, it is a split mag pull tab. It's a little more work. You have a whole field of Velcro in here, so you can put tool bag organizer or mag cards in here to organize things in the upright position as you need them. And then you also have these tabs on the front of the zipper here that seemingly do nothing here. Those are there in case you ever had this zipper fail, because if you have the zipper fail, if these plastic clips are at the front, you can't open this. You can't get in it because it's at the front and the zipper's in behind it. So we want the clips behind the zipper so that you can actually access this if you need to get things out of the inside of the pouch. We put these loops on here so that, and you'll notice they're lined up here with these buckles, so that if somehow this zipper ever failed, we've never seen one fail ever, but if it did, you can 550 or zip tie this, and now that is not an issue until you can have it repaired or replaced. It's never been an issue, but for the last 25 years, I've been putting that on my rigs all like that, to have a zipper on the internal pocket. We also, over the last few years, we have added the field of Velcro to the back so that you can put a dangler on this rig. And for guys that don't know, the dangler is our fanny pack. It's our FUPA. That stands for Fat Upper Pussy Area. I love saying that. There's always somebody's like, oh my God, I can't believe you cussed. You're looking at gear that you might use one day where you have to kill a man. Harsh language is the least of your fucking problems. But the FUPA will Velcro here, and that gives you that fanny pack underneath. Now the FUPA can be worn as a chest pack. It comes with shoulder straps. It comes with a waist strap. It's a fanny pack. And it makes a great crossbody bag. But why are you going to put that on this rig here? You're going to put that on that rig if you want to use how you normally use your fanny pack, whatever your contents are. Makes a good medical kit, especially if you're running a ton of extra mags there. Where you put your medical, you can put it in that fanny pack right underneath. You can use it for spent mags if you're into that kind of thing. You can use it for breaching, for shotgun shells or other breaching type stuff, incendiary stuff. And it also works for like site surveillance exploitation. If you're not familiar with what that is, once you hit the target you're running through and you're looking for evidence or, hard drives or other things that you're going to take with you from that target location, that's the site surveillance exploitation stuff. And that's just, you can put anything that'll fit in that bag. You could also use it for further admin. You could put comms down in that bag if you needed to, if you're scaling that rig big like that. I know it's a talking point. Most guys aren't putting 22 mags on a chest rig like that. Most guys running heavier rigs are running LBVs, and I've got one of those. We'll talk about that here too. We just made Woodland 308 split front rigs. This is a split front rig, obviously, meaning it splits in the front. It's single 308 mags. This rig is super cool for running 4 308 mags. You can run the standard old 20 rounders. You can run the higher cap mags also. Again, bungee and Velcro front and back, so you can index it. Each of these panels is a flat open pocket, so you can put things in there, mostly flat, small items in there. This rig runs great if you're ever prone. If you're wearing a windbreaker or a jacket over there, you could run this and people wouldn't even look at it. And you could walk in a gas station with a windbreaker on and nobody would even know you're wearing this thing if it's zipped up. We gave you 2 columns of PALs. This is a smaller footprint rig, and that will allow you to run our compact tear-off med pouches, any of the radio pouches. We do a small sustainment pouch that's about 3 inches. 3 inches, I guess it's by 8, so they'll hang down just a little bit, but it's a zippered pocket, so you could put things in there. And then you have PALs on the face, so you could put pistol mags on the face of this. You could get a triple pistol mag on the face each side. You could also put an NSW admin if you wanted to. Most guys running this are not scaling those out thick like that, but you can scale it out. If you wanted just more 308 mags, we make a single 308 mag. You could put 4 more of those here, so that gives you 8, and you could put 2 more on each side, so that scales you up to 12 308 mag for your mag gun, for your 308 gun. All of these come with a waist strap. This little covert rig, we've run these several times. I just built this yesterday. I built this one. I've got a few more in there. Just tweaking a couple things. You'll never notice it. And what this is it is flat mag pouches. M4 mags. It holds 4 of them. This will also hold 308 mags. And it's just flat elastic. You put your mags in. We've got this webbing that limits the depth of the magazine. And then on the front, you've got some pouches that are not flat, also elastic. And those will hold pistol mags. You can put your pistol mag, your Surefire light, your multi-tool, whatever you want to put in there. We gave you columns of PAL, single row on the side. Really, those are for smokes and bangs, stuff like that. But you can put a pistol mag or a dedicated single mag pouch on there, like a multi-tool or a flashlight pouch or something right there, or radio pouch. Covert rig. You see guys that think heat, type shootout. That's kind of what that's for. Being covert rig, this splits apart. It's all raw in the middle, flat. If you got this that wasn't in super matchy match multicam black, if you ran this black or gray and you had it against a black t-shirt, even with a flannel or something, nobody would look twice and think that that's a chest rig full of magazines. And if they did see it, they would think it's probably a back brace. These come with flat shoulder straps that X. We are retrofitting this to where you can run this with a padded H set. You can also take any of your 3-mag placards, like off of your armor. We have one we've never brought to market. We've got several designs of it. You could put that mag pouch here. And what that would do is put 3 more M4 mags up front here, plus 4, giving you 7. And most of those rigs, even the other companies out there, you can scale those out to 6. So you got 6 10 mags at that point. Now you're running a padded H harness. You went away from the straps, and it's still fully functional. And you can put the FUPA on here. So you could run this sucker 3 mags up front, 4 mags on the side, 2 to each side, and the FUPA dangler. Any of your fanny packs that'll go onto armor will run with this system, whether it's ours or not. You can go from the absolute minimal rig up to the biggest rig. These are not on the website. I do a live every night at 9 o'clock. If you want to see these up closer, just let me know. I've got all the parts and components that we've built. If you want to flesh that out a little more, have conversation about it. It's not, I haven't marketed them yet. We've not brought them out. Plenty of guys have built that market, and we're gonna jump into that at some point. For you guys who are new and you just started following recently, this is the meat and potatoes. This is the rig that we built from day one. Like the first rigs we ever made. for a decade, before we ever touched a chest rig, before anybody made a chest rig, we were doing LBVs. And this LBV, there are some on the market that look like it. They're not. This rig here is our Rallyman vest. It's really an LBV, but we used to call them vests. This goes up and down 12 inches from where it sits. So you can put it on a skinny kid, you can put it on a big dude. It also adjusts 12 inches on here in the back and 12 here both sides and 12 in the front. So where this sits right here, it'll go all the way out to a big dude. I'm a medium and I can cinch this down and wear it. And it'll go on a dude who's a 6X t-shirt. We use this exact same platform. We made this same rig platform. We did some custom stuff for some real big dudes. There was a dude named Tom. I don't remember his brother. Biggest dudes I've ever seen. And they owned a company called G&G, and they used to make AR-15 parts. And they wanted a custom Desert Eagle holster. We made a holster on there, and then pistol mag. And they lived in Arizona, and they were shooting fucking wild pigs and stuff, javelina and stuff. And same deal. This vest, as it sits right now, you can wear that over cold weather gear, mop suit, dry suit, anything. It'll fit no matter what you're doing. 3 magazines. These are Rallyman mag pouches, which means that each of these magazine pouches will carry 3 M4 mags or 2 308 mags. So you got 12 mags as this sits for 5.56 or 4 for 308 mags. Pistol mags outboard on all the mag pouches. So that's 4 pistol mags or multi-tool or light or whatever. You got 4 columns of pallets to the side. You can stack that out and you can add more magazines or put sustainment pouches. We make the 6x6 zippered utility pocket was originally sewn onto this before it was a standalone product. You can put the 500 IV pouches. You can put 2-quart canteens. We saw guys there. I think you're better off putting the canteens on the belt. These have 6 belt loops. All of these panels are pockets. These ones right here are zipper pockets, and the one in the back is a Velcro pocket. You're going to take foam and put it inside there. You're basically going to trace it out, and then it's not going to fit, so you're going to shave it down until it fits how you want it to fit. And the foam does a couple things. It helps neutralize this load in the water. When you put the foam, depending on the foam you use, it will float 4 loaded magazines. It'll neutralize it out in the pool and fresh water. Salt water floats more for guys that aren't aware of that. What that also does, though, more importantly, is it makes those panels semi-rigid, and when that's tied in with your belt properly and your belt's properly adjusted, it puts the weight on your hips and takes the weight off of the shoulders. So like a proper backpack, you can tighten the waist strap and loosen the shoulders, or as you're moving later on, you can tighten the shoulders a little and it takes the weight off of the belt. You can move that tension around as you want to. Shoulder straps have a drag handle that you can actually pull somebody with. The butt pack has a matching handle on the butt pack also, and when tied properly into the back, into a belt system, you could pick a dude up by those 2 handles. You could literally pick a dude up and throw him like a midget, like midget tossing. The clips in the back here are meant to clip into our butt pack. The clips on the side here clip into the hydro carrier, which supports off of the shoulder strap. The shoulder strap, this is slotted through here. And the shoulder, those clips and pieces of webbing that the hydro carrier comes with were originally meant to go onto this rig. It hangs down and clips into the sides. The shoulder straps also have Velcro right here. This was for routing your, and it also has Velcro on the top and the bottom here on both sides. So think Camelback, your hydro tube. When we started building these, Camelbacks didn't exist. It was originally for wiring. They were running up to a push-to-talk, all of the communications, the Lash and the Task headsets for like the MX3s and the Sabre radios and stuff. They had a waterproof radio headset, and that's what we had originally built it for the SEAL teams. All of these webbings on the side on both are channels that run all the way up. You can take the largest flex cuffs, like 36-inch or 24, 18-inch, whatever you want. You can run your flex cuffs up one side, down the other, and then you can run opposing. And you can put 6-8 sets of flex cuffs, like actual giant-ass zip ties, in each of these shoulder sets. These are on webbing here, where these rip open. There's webbing behind there that they're built on, so you can clip things on here. The Task headset, the push-to-talks, had this big, very robust stainless steel spring clip that would lock on here. You can also put other pouches on here. Guys used to carry Linsatic Compass pouches right there. The uppers, these pouches open up, these are Velcro and Fastex. So for noise, discipline, security of the items, you have these clipped. Once you expect to be running bullets or whatever, you can unclip these buckles here, and this will Velcro to the inside of your duty belt, pulling this whole assembly out of the way. Now you're running the pull tab. This pull tab is slotted right here. It's a channel, and that is channeled so that you can put 550 through there. You could even make multiple loops and then rigger tape it up so you have a positive ring you can grab, or you could monkey fist it so that when you have gloves on, cold weather, dive gloves, whatever, you can still have dexterity to open that up if you need something more than the pull tab, depending on what you're doing. These Velcro up and lock into the up position right here. If you want to do that, that's why that's there. That's why we've added the Velcro. These channels, this Velcro up here is on 2-inch scuba webbing. It's very rigid, and it is slotted. The original vest we did for the first decade came with dual pistol and a utility pocket, a sideways utility pocket. Rather than sewing those in place for the next 20 years, we did them modular. And the dual pistol obviously holds 2 pistol mags. That utility pocket will hold 3 more high cap pistol mags perfectly, or a bunch of power bars, or a 4-inch bandage, or whatever you want to put in there. Guys, we're putting compasses in there typically with like a camo mirror compact. We saw guys with those in there. There's a ton of shit that I haven't even probably hit on, but that's the meat and potatoes of it. And I don't have these for sale, so it doesn't, none of that I just told you matters at all. Nothing. We opened them up a year ago, took a bunch of orders for them. We will be building these. I just built this one on a full build video over a 5 build series. I showed you exactly how to build this. So if you're like, man, I'm not paying $1,000 for that vest, I totally get it. I'm not paying $1,000 for it either, but I showed you how to build it. So if you can build them for, $400, I'll buy them from you and I'll sell them. So, you can see what it takes to build that thing, what's in it. I'm going to start doing some live videos where I build your individual order on video. So you'll be able to watch it as I build it. We're setting up another studio where I'm going to do some one-off stuff like that. But back to that split front, I've got those split front rigs available to ship to you, and I've got that 8-mag stacked rig available to ship to you. You can see those at soetacticalgear.com. If you have any questions about this stuff, ask them in the comments. We'll get back through there. I do a live video every single night at 9 o'clock every day of the year. I don't think you're going to find any CEO of a company where you can jump on there every day and talk to him. I do that every night, every day of the year. I've run this company for 35 years, so I know a little bit about what to do in business, what not to do, what I would do over. Those conversations are about anything you want to talk about for the most part. We talk about business development, mindset development, family, business, nylon tactical gear, whatever. I just walk around my shop and we do that every night. So jump on there, have a conversation with us. You'll hear all kinds of stuff that will interest you and some of it won't. But the common theme is there are a lot of companies that tell you that they're manufacturing in the United States. Go look at your favorite companies and then ask why there's no pictures of their manufacturing facilities. How come you don't see them? Working and sewing in the United States is something I'm proud of. We show those pictures. You hear companies are like, we shipped 200 boxes today. Something kind of proud to be, I'd be proud of that. Like, we show pictures of us dropping all that shit at the post office. We show pictures of it going into the trucks and loading it up. We show pictures of all the boxes every night. If you want to know what's going on in this business, you'll see it every single night. I show that shit. We walk around, show you the sewing machines. I turn lives on during the day. We hire real U.S. citizens to build real U.S. products here in the United States with as much U.S. manufactured raw goods as we can get. Raw stuff comes in. We cut it up, we sew it together, we clip the threads, we quality control it, put the buckles on it, we put it in a box, and then it goes to shipping, and somebody pulls it all out of the box and makes sure it's the correct items, puts it back in the box, and then processes your shipping. That all happens in one building here in Camden, Tennessee, the middle of nowhere, small town USA. That's what we do. So join us if you want to see what's really going on in the company. If you're ever curious or you want to ask a question, that's where you do that. I do this live on this YouTube channel every single night, 9 o'clock. This has been the Gear Locker. We showed you a couple pieces of gear that we just built. We talked a little bit about it. We've been doing these videos once a week. I do 2 podcasts every week, one with my wife, one with Scully, and jump on there. We're super easy to find, and we spend a lot of time with you guys. So if you enjoy these, leave us a comment. If you gained anything, if you thought anything was funny in any of our videos, or you gained any information, send it to somebody. Send them a link to the video, or tag them on social media, or share it on your social media, and help us do what we're doing. If you're here watching this, you obviously feel that it's worth doing, so send a friend. That's all we ask from you guys. We'll talk to you guys later.